we said we love one another. You always have to go back to Portland. It's hip, sounds important. Next year you'll be in New York. I always wish that you could stay. You say there's nothing for you here anyway, except me. I can think of 8 good reasons I'd like to see you this holiday season. As we gather around the menorah, there's nobody I miss more than you. I know you miss the beach. I know you miss your family. I know you miss these trees. Why don't you miss me? I could think of 8 good reasons I'd like to see you this holiday season. As we gather around the menorah, there's nobody I miss more than you. It's colder in the winter, even wherever you'll be off to. I know you're gonna go and do whatever you wanna do. You'll be far away, your lips and my heart turn blue. I know you. I can think of 8 good reasons I'd like to see you this holiday season. As we gather around the menorah, there's nobody I miss more than you. I miss more than you.
Yeah.
Excellent. We made it through a. Hey, made it through a
was
song.
Great. Thank you.
Oh, I hear you
Yeah.
again.
Wonderful. You got your speakers on?
Yeah, something is happening where it's working.
You're here on the Mothership Podcast inaugural episode where Chris Claus is broadcasting live from a bunker, unheard of for 2 years. Now, Chris, I want everyone to know about the revolution. You've been kind of really soft pedaling it, but you know what? I'm starting to really, understand like where you're coming from, and your dad, man. It's like did he need another excuse?
No, it's like my dad. Okay, so things got let me turn off the reverb here. Things got a little fucky when my dad decided to go ahead and take the North Pole and move it to Central America. Chicago. This move was requested by none other than Jeff Bezos, so that he could be more entwined with the Amazon delivery experience and all of that. The coal emperor, as we call him, in the underground, because he wasn't happy with just filling your stockings with coal. He wanted the whole fucking game. So he convinced my dad to give him more of the empire, and now look who we're answering to. Great moves, pops.
Right.
But thanks to thanks to fucking COVIDs, I won't have to go have an awkward Christmas dinner with that asshole again. At least not this year. I guess the plan is that we're going to reschedule family Christmas for July. And so okay. I went ahead and wrote a song about having to go to the new North Pole in Chicago, and the song is called Christmas in July.
Don't
you ready
forget
for
to fix
it?
your settings.
What about my settings?
Just make sure they're right before you roll into the song, so we can have another groovy and pleasurable experience.
Groovy and pleasurable experience. Here we go. This one's called Christmas in July. Every couple of years or so, I have to head to Chicago. I got a family, so I have to go, but it's always 10 below and covered in snow. Can't have a picnic or a barbecue, except for Christmas, there's not much to do. I try to see a band or two. I could see them in July too. Well, not this year. We're rescheduling Christmas. There'll be no fear, COVID coming to get us. It'll be Christmas in July, when the temperatures are more high. We'll be opening gifts in Chicago, but it will feel more like Orlando. Whoa, 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 oh, oh. My little sister will have more time off. She won't have to worry about a student's cough. Niece can take a jump set outside. Turn the music up like it is July. We can bring the tree down to the lake shore. Christmas in my flip-flops like never before. We can keep the old one if it's new, dear. Why not have peace and love twice a year? Oh, this year we're rescheduling Christmas. There'll be no fear, COVID coming to get us. It'll be Christmas in July, and I won't have to lie about having fictitious work, so I won't feel like a jerk. No. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Well, not this year. We're rescheduling Christmas. There'll be no fear of a COVID coming to get us. It'll be Christmas in July. And I don't see any reason to not move the holiday season. I could not say why to not have Christmas in July. I'm pretty sure there's room to also move Thanksgiving to June. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, this year, rescheduling Christmas. There'll be no fear of COVID coming to get us. It'll be Christmas in July, when the temperatures are more high. We'll be opening gifts in Chicago, but it will feel more like Orlando. Oh, 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 oh.
Yes. The crowd is going wild. You should hear them. Oh, man.
Thank you
so much, Cowboy. Yes.
Hey, that song is available on my brand new SoundCloud. If you're into one of those, you're one of those internet searchers, and you want to find the Chris Claus Jr. So it's I think it's SoundCloud.com/Chris Claus CLAUS Jr. just JR. So CHRIS CLAUS JR.
Okay, that was painful, but okay. Yeah, we got it. We got you down. Sounds good. Looks good.
I just started that one. It's new. It's brand new. But you can go and you can hear a few. You can hear a couple of original tunes there, and maybe I'll put some more stuff up there in the future. That's how music. I'm learning with everyone else, but I understand that's music. Yes, but.
That's cool, man. Well, you know what? Before we get out of here, I just want you to kind of have a platform to talk about the Elf Rebellion, and I just want you to just have a free speech on it. Like, you let us know. Like, right now, tell us how you really feel. From the mothership to the rest of the world, you know, your identity's protected as far as, your location, and so you're good to tell us what's really going on with the Elf Rebellion, man.
Well, again, Josh, I want to thank you for having me here on the Mothership podcast, and as your first guest too. And it's not just, of course, we needed the money, but also it was that we wanted to have a location to spread this particular message. Why are you laughing?
Because you said it's all about the corporatization, and I thought we were fighting the corporate. So, being about the money seems funny to me.
Are we not getting paid for this?
Yeah, I didn't.
Did anybody ask? Are we getting paid for this time?
I don't think
Well,
so.
okay,
That's
thank you.
not.
You're right. What we needed was a platform to talk about the Elf Rebellion.
That's right.
So,
You know what this is, right? You're like, yo, elf power. That's an E in sign language. So you could be like, elf power.
yeah, I don't know why that hasn't caught on yet. I'll bring it to the next meeting that I go to, which is unlikely. But there's been quite a struggle in the Elf Rebellion. They want me to come back to the North Pole and lead and help them lead themselves to freedom. Uh, it's a difficult road to walk because many of the elf people are still very loyal to the Santa Claus dream. They grew up in it. They were making toys as children, and so they can't
Child labor.
walk away from that memory of what Christmas was. There's also many of them who feel like they need the North Pole to continue to survive, which is true for many of them. It's going to be a struggle for the elf people to find their own legs in the in the rest of the world, the south of the pole.
You know,
And
I want to address something that may or may not be true. It may be a rumor, but I want to address this. Is it true that there is elf trafficking?
yes. I mean, elves are being not in the traditional way of trafficking, because elves aren't necessarily worth a lot as people, but they are worth a lot as workers. And they don't have genitals. Let's go there. They have no gender. They're
Okay,
not
so it's
they're not being
not
sold into sex trafficking as
it's
much,
not sex
but they
trafficking,
are being
but it's slave
sold
labor.
to they're being sold to corporations such as Amazon. That's how Amazon is able to do all those deliveries all night long, all over the country, all over the world, is that they stole the infrastructure from the elf people. And that's how it's so what we expected to happen one day a year on Christmas is now expected to happen every day of the year. You just press click and Santa brings it to your house, right? How did that fucking happen?
I didn't know it was
Elves.
related.
Elves.
That's crazy. Chris,
It's
this
crazy.
is truly
And
a revelation. And you know what?
the other
I'm trying to get
elf
this
the other
about it.
you know so many other elves have been sold to the NSA.
You know what?
Because
Forget
they
Santa
see you when you're
Claus.
sleeping, they know when you're awake, they know
This
if
is
you've been
crazy.
bad or good, and they
This
will
is crazy.
tell the NSA.
I'm out. No more Santa.
But
I'm sick of this. This is crazy.
I think you're starting to sound like an elf. You're starting to sound like one of us. And let me say, I would like every elf to be yours, elf. Be yours, elf. And
That's a great
and
message,
resist
Chris.
corporate Christmas, everyone. Don't buy your Christmas from these big box stores. Buy from secondhand stores. Get stuff from the dump. Make toys at home. Yeah, you got
Sounds
so
better.
much stuff in your garbage can that could easily be
Right.
given to somebody.
That sounds terrible, but
I don't
understand
know.
what you're
It
saying.
just doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I am
you
here
know what?
really. I want to, and I know the elves at home are watching. And this, I want to say to them directly: all elves should be free.
They're cutting us
Our
out
value
again.
must not come from the profits. Our value must not come from the profits we can generate, but from the quality of the toys we can build.
Wow.
Take your freedom, elves.
That's
The
so
time is
much fun.
now.
Thank you so much. Chris Claus, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for coming to the inaugural episode of the Mothership Podcast. We will have more intimate conversations with real artists, ladies and gentlemen. We really thank you. And Chris Claus, what do you have to bring us home, man?
Well, I'd like to close out with one last song. This song has been forbidden for generations at the North Pole because
It's all
it
you. I'm
has
turning off my mic.
inspired many elves. You don't need to be involved in the capitalist war anymore. This is for you, elves. And so this is Christmas. And what have you done? Another year over, and a new one just begun. And so this is Christmas. I hope you have fun. The near and the dear ones, the old and the young, and a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. And so this is Christmas, for weak and for strong, for rich and for poor ones. The road is so long. And so happy Christmas, for black and for white, for yellow and red ones. Let's stop all the fight, and a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. And so this is Christmas, and what have we done? Another year over, and a new one just begun. And so happy Christmas, we hope you have fun. The near and the dear ones, the old and the young, and a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. All right, for the North Pole. So this is Christmas. You done if you want it. War is over now. War is over if you want it. War is over now. All the elves. War is over if you want it. War is over now. War is over if you want it. War is over now. Happy Christmas, everybody! Well, can't hear you, so fuck capitalism, fuck my dad, fuck Christmas. Have a great one. See you next time. Thanks again, Josh, and thanks again to the Mothership Podcast. Please subscribe.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was Chris Claus, Mothership Podcast, inaugural episode. We appreciate you. We're grateful for you. We thank you. Have a blessed year. Stretch in the background. Carla, thank you for joining us on our very first show.